hang on, they're not returning my calls. Yeah, that's not okay. Greetings, sweet things, it's me, Fern Lulham, and I am here to change the way you think about dating with a disability. Today, we are going to step up our game. How many times in the past have you been an independent woman going about your day, or man, and thinking that you are amazing until you meet somebody even more amazing? Somebody that makes your heart go a-flutter. I just want you so much. I'll do anything. I'll change everything about me to be with you. This often comes from a place of very low self-esteem or self-worth, feeling that we are not good enough for people and we need to just grab on to whatever we can get because we don't want to be alone forever, preferably. Now, of course, this issue isn't exclusive to disability in any way, and it doesn't mean to say that if you have a disability you automatically have low self-esteem, but I think the reality is that a lot of us do feel that way. When we have insecurities or things about ourselves that we doubt and we think nobody will want me for that thing, of course when we see somebody that we like, particularly when we see someone that we're really attracted to, we almost feel like, oh my god, if they like me back, I am just gonna do whatever the heck they want. But the problem with that is we can go from a really high place of exhilaration and elation of I finally got everything I want in life, oh it's amazing, to we're being treated less and less well, we're getting less and less respect, and we're starting to feel like this is not what I want at all. Combat this before you even get started. As a single lady or gentleman, I want you to think, what am I okay with in a relationship? Where are my boundaries? Maybe write them down, make a list. When we talk about boundaries, we're talking about things like, how often do I expect to hear from this person? How often do I expect to see this person? What are the things that I simply could not tolerate in a relationship? And what are the things that, being self-aware, I know that I personally really need? A lot of us stroll casually on into relationships never having considered any of this, and then we wonder why all of a sudden we don't know what we're doing and it's confusing and why is this happening to me and why am I letting this happen? Because we haven't had that conversation with ourselves to say, hang on, when I see this, I know it's not something that I can deal with, or at least it's something that I need to have a conversation with my partner about and say, come on, what's going on here? Not sure this is okay. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not to say that if somebody is treating you badly, that's your fault for not putting boundaries in place. That is totally on them. They should not be treating you badly in the first place. But to make it easier on yourself, less complicated when you reach these scenarios, and to give you more tools to be able to deal with them in a less stressful way, it's good to think about these things up front, before you meet the person that makes you go all gooey and start acting in ways you never would have acted in before because you're put under some kind of love spell by how beautiful and sexy they are. Then when you're in that trance state, you've still got this list of things that you can come back to and go, oh, hang on, they're not returning my calls. Yeah, that's not okay. You can write your list, you can set your boundaries, but the hardest part is sticking to it. Because we like them now. We've gone all melted and mushy and like an ice cream on a hot day. We want to be with them. And does this list really matter? Well, yes. Yes, it does. This is your list. This is like your shining lighthouse that always keeps you safe from the rocks of relationship hell. Believe me, I know how scary it is to feel like you're never going to find a good relationship. But you know what's even worse than not finding a good relationship? Being stuck in a bad one. So do yourself a favour, think about it, take some time, make the list, and then before Hunky McHunkface even comes on the scene, you know what's cool in a relationship and what ain't so cool. You know I want to hear from you on this topic. How important do you think setting boundaries is in a relationship? And what are the kind of boundaries that you've set in the past to help you navigate some tricky situations? If we start compiling a list here, then it might give us some inspiration for when we're working on our own ones. If you like conversations like this and you want to learn more about dating with a disability with me and the rest of the fam, don't forget to click that subscribe button and press the bell so that you don't miss a thing. I will be back before you know it, but until next time, mwah, make that list and stick to it. Greetings, sweet things. How often have you how many times? That of a lot blah blah. Willy-nilly. Can't say willy-nilly. Have you set in the past and inspiration when working on our own lists? Oh god, that's so geeky.